Hello, today's video in the Resurrection series shall begin with a little short history review. Fall of France, World War II, 1940. France was defeated, surprisingly, by invading Germans in about 12 days. Why? Largely because the Germans did not do the expected. Did not fight in the way the French expected them to do. Look at the map here. See, this is the expected. The French had fortified here heavily along their border with Germany. They were enemies in the last war after all. So the Germans thought, well, we'll fortify against German invasion next war, you know. Well, the Germans did not do the French the courtesy of attacking along this defensive line where they might have had a bloody battle with no result. Instead, the Germans did invade through their blitzkrieg through the Low Countries. Netherlands, Belgium, Luxembourg, right through here. No fortifications. The French thought that the Germans could not do such a thing because of forest along the border area. See that little shady area there? Thus, the French built no fortifications there. Well, how wrong the French were. And they got conquered in 12 days. Now, some application of this to the current discussion about the resurrection. In war, in any war, the strategy is to win, to defeat the enemy. Tactics, where and when to fight battles, for example, are only secondary, subordinate to strategy. I note that I've received about 4 complaints tucked into one email in response to numbers 1 through 6 in the video series, previous videos. And the complaints amount to that I am not doing on my side of the discussion what my opponent expects me to do. Well, first, you know, I could. I think there's an answer to everything from the Bible truth point of view, but it would probably take more time than I have. As I wrote earlier, it's not my job to write books. It's not my job to write a refutation that could easily swell to book length. And, you know, it could be that my very opponent, upon returning to full agreement with Westminster Confession, will be able to find out in detail where he formerly went astray, if it interests him at that point. But for my side of the discussion, I am going to choose tactics that appear the most efficient means of accomplishing the grand strategy, which is winning the war. As with the Germans versus the French and their swift conquest of France, the Germans won by precisely not doing what the French expected them to do, instead doing the unexpected. Often in a good discussion of fundamental disagreements, it's the very same thing. A logjam is broken due to what I might call in argument a flanking maneuver. Well then, that's all for now.